Hey guys, I'm back once again, and tonight, for this video, instead of me talking about movies, I'm actually going to be talking about a collection of books that I have by probably one of my favorite young adult authors. I love her work. I think she really captures what it's like to be a teenager and the troubles that you go through. And that author is S.E Hinton, or Susie Hinton, and like I said, I love all of her work. Ever since I read the first book that she did, The Outsiders, which is probably my favorite book and one of my favorite movies of all time, and I read it in class, and I think 7th grade was when I read it, and ever since then I've read all of her stuff. I'm not a big fan of her children's books, but I do enjoy them for what that they are. I mean, I don't read them, but one thing about Hinton is that she really captured for me what it was like to be a teenager, and the troubles that teenagers go through. Because back when I was in high school and middle school, I always felt like an outcast. I always felt like, people made fun of me, they called me names, I always felt alienated from everyone else, and pretty much alone. I mean, I had friends, don't get me wrong, I had friends, but, just above my select group of friends, I felt really alienated from everyone else. So she basically captured what it was like, and and what teenagers go through. So I figured I'd go ahead and show off all the books that I have. I'm actually going to start showing off more books in my collection as well, because like I said, I'm trying to expand my channel. But I'm going to go and get started. The first book I have 2 copies of The Outsiders. And I'm going to show off the first one. This is the hard cover that I have, The Outsiders, which with the really great cover. I really like that picture right there. And for The Outsiders, definitely one of my favorite movies of all time. I relate so much to Pony Boy. I relate to what he went through, how he always felt like he was worthless, and in the eyes of the popular kids, the socius, and I just, I can relate a lot to Pony Boy, and C. Thomas Howell brought that character to life for me in the movie. Definitely Pony Boy is one character I can definitely say that is me. I relate so much to that character, and it's just, just an amazing book. Definitely my favorite book. I'd have to say this is probably my favorite book. And I also have this smaller copy of it, The Outsiders, which is kind of, cover right here, silver, and it's got, it actually has an interview with S.E Hinton in it as well. Kind of like movies, I just enjoy collecting different, versions of different versions of books that I like. Like, I like The Outsiders, so I got 2 copies of the book, one hardcover and one softcover. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, right there it has their faces on the back. Kind of dark, and I think yeah, this one does have an interview with her, but yeah, this is just a smaller copy of it. Again, my favorite book. Now this next one I'm not the biggest fan of. This is probably my least favorite of her books, simply because it's just so down and depressing at the end. But that was then, this is now. This one focuses more on drugs, and like I said, the ending of it is really depressing in a way. Like, it's sort of a downer, like, nothing good happens at the end. It's just kind of like whatever. But in another way, that's why I liked about it, because, in real life, happy endings don't normally happen, In real life, bad things happen to people, and then you're just stuck with that. And that's what this book is saying, It just has a sad ending, and it's pretty much just saying, hey, this is real life, happy endings don't normally happen. But yeah, I would recommend this one. Even though it's my least favorite, I would recommend all of her books, but this one's, this is my least favorite, but I still enjoy reading it. Next one is Rumblefish. I remember a bit of this one. I don't remember a lot of it, so I'm not going to get into it, but I did enjoy this one. This is probably my, I don't know, maybe my 4th favorite book of hers, but it was enjoyable for what it was. Now, the last 2 books that I have are 2 of my favorite ones, next to The Outsiders. This is probably my 3rd favorite one, and it is Tex. Now, I really like this one. Like I said, I have not read these in a long time, but this was one that I definitely remember liking a lot, reading it. Um, yeah, one thing about this movie, about this book, I mean, is one of the characters, the main character, Tex, has a crush on this girl named Jamie. And back when I read this book, I had a crush on a girl named Jamie. And, you know, I really, really liked her a lot. Of course, I ended up telling her how I felt. And she just, I don't want to get into that, but yeah, I related a lot to Tex and what he felt about, you know, Jamie ignoring him. He shouldn't ignore him, just Jamie wanting to be his friend. And then when he tried to do something, you know, he tried to make a move on her, and she was like, you know what, I like you, but I can't be with you. That's, you know, the thing. But I think they remain friends in this. Unfortunately for me, I did not remain friends with the Jamie I knew. Alright, and now the last book that I really, really enjoy is Taming the Star Runner. This is definitely my second favorite one. I think I like this a little bit more than Tex. Really, really great one. I highly recommend this one to check out. Like I said, I cannot remember a lot about it, but I remember enjoying it a lot. Like, a lot. Well, that is it, guys. That is my S.E Hinton collection. Like I said, feel free to let me know what is your favorite S.E Hinton book. If you read her stuff, definitely let me know what you think about her. You know, leave me a comment or whatever. And yeah, like I said, these are some of my favorite books. If I had to pick my top three, it would be The Outsiders, Taming the Star Runner, and Tex are probably my top three favorite of her books. And I've only read about one or two of her, you know, children's books, but yeah, these are pretty much all of her adult novels, and I'll continue to read them. I always love reading them. You know, they always bring back memories, and they make me feel like I'm, you know, in high school, they made me feel like I wasn't alone, is what I could say. Well, mostly in middle school. I think once high school came around, it was easier for me, but in middle school, I felt really, really alone, and these books really helped. So, anyway, guys, anybody who's a fan of S.E Hinton, let me know. And yeah, thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks to everyone for subscribing. And I'm going to be sure to start posting more videos about my book collection on here, because I'm sure you guys would like to see it. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.